Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star! And as far as I can tell, this is going to be the last Hatoful Boyfriend recording session, funnily enough, so let's make it a good one. Today we're going to be having a look at what this is, and I have no idea what these are exactly, and it's something to do with radio pigeon, I don't know. But I've no idea how long they're going to be, so there could be 15 minutes left because they might only be 1 minute long, or there could be like an hour left because they might all be 15 minutes long, so let's just get going and see what the hell this is even supposed to be. Episode 1, Living with Birds. Oh great, I should have known. I should have known I wouldn't be able to escape this LP without like having to see you for a last time. Apparently it's the how and why of Saint Pigeonation's question box. Question, tell me what you think about this. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. Hi everybody, I'm Quara Ryota, loser from 2-3. I seem to be in charge of the question corner. Yeah, you're a what was that song Amanda was telling me about one time? That walking, talking question mark song. I think you can all tell what we're doing here just from the name, but since it's the first time, I'll explain. Don't bother. In the how and why question box, I'll be answering letters you've all sent in. Not just questions though, it looks like we'll be doing shout-outs, random asides, all sorts of things. Isn't that like something... Like, don't people, like, this is going to sound really, really dumb, but don't people send in stuff in Japan, like, Joe, like the manga and anime and stuff like that, they do, like, not competitions, but, like, surveys and polls and all sorts of things about, like, who's favorite character and all this kind of stuff, which is, like, really interesting. It'll be pretty relaxed, bear with us. Because this is the first time, I made sure to pick things which don't spoil any of the route from the full version. If you haven't finished yet, spoiler landmines can be scary, but don't worry, there won't be any of those here. Well, we've already played through like the entirety of both games, so I'm pretty okay, Ryota. You can go like no holds barred if you want. Well, wait a second, I'm not in this. I'm actually being able to be an objective narrator because my character doesn't seem to be here. Ryota's all alone in the booth. Now for our very first letter, one from Aviophile. Okay, this is a historic moment, everybody. If you get married to Harry, I presume is that who it is, you'll be the one wearing the wedding dress, right, Ryota? Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, it'd have to be, because apparently I just go around naked all the time. And as we know, Ryota has a penchant for delving into, bounding over gender boundaries. You seem awfully sure about this. Well, having played both games, I would be awfully sure too. Actually, I'm just going to put in Harry there every time it says Hyoko, because I know that's me. Actually, Harry told me a little bit about her dream wedding a long time ago. Oh, well, now I'm interested. She said she wanted a bungee jump wedding. Well, that wouldn't be fair. You're a bird. That wouldn't be fair at all. You're a bird. You could just fly. But apparently there's a place where you can have the entire ceremony while oscillating several meters above the ground. Does that mean, like, the priest is on a bungee as well? Like, the priest is, like, going up and down, too. And yeah, because the dress would all, like, fall down over your head if you went bungee jumping. You'd have to have, like... Well, no, not like our street... Well, our street clothes are nothing. You don't wear anything, and I don't wear anything, apparently. We'd have to wear something like wedding-themed jumpsuits or something like that. Anyway, yeah, Ryota's like, I want to get away from this now. This one is from a Miss Bird Love. What was that? What's that remind me of? Like, love being all capital letters like that. It's like, oh, it's like, what was it again? It's like that brunette song, but I can't remember what it was. Like, there's some brunette song where like the title is like an acronym, but I can't tell like what. I can't remember what it is. It's something like bubblegum use against something or something like that. No, see, I think it's something. I think it's BABY. So I think it's like. Oh no, I think it's like brunettes against bubblegum youth or something. I don't know. This one is from Miss Birdlove. Let's just get over this. Did birds' lifespans change at all when they were ascended? Okay, well this is really interesting because like I don't know what life expectancies were like before, but some have increased over the past 100 years or so. Okay. Larger parrots and things were always long lived. Yeah, some of them can live for like 80 years, like as long as and human, which is really, really crazy. But smaller birds, like quails and things, like live several times as long now. Doves still have much shorter lives than humans, so of course you always have to bring it back to you. That's just how it is. Yeah, well, you will be dead, and I'll be able to have 2 ghost boyfriends. How does that sound? But it's really interesting because it's kind of like more going into the background of how the world is constructed, I suppose. Which is like really, really fascinating because the storyline is so well put. Not the storyline, but the whole universe is so well put together anyway and so interesting anyway. It's really, really cool to see this all gathered together and some of the extra little bits that there are. This one is from Kanako Mikan. Mikan. Remember, like, there was Mikan Island in the Orange Islands in Pokemon. Oh, this one's addressed to me. Okay. I have lost my heart to your wild lifestyle. Oh my god, get away from me. Being a hunter-gatherer must be hard in a lot of ways. Have you ever had trouble with some particular animal? Yeah, I have. Remember, I was almost killed several times during the course of this game, and mostly by birds. They're the only ones I've ever had trouble with. I was told to answer anything for Harry as best as I could. Harry's really something. She's been a wild and rugged ever since we were young. I've always admired her too. She never really complains, so I'm not sure I know of anything that's really given her trouble. What about like when I was going to be murdered by a bunch of punk-ass kids until Azami rescued me? Her den got hijacked? My cave got invaded by a bunch of jackals while I was at school. Yeah, well, that's what I get for not having a freaking door. Jeez, it looked really tough. As long as... Yeah, but good thing my name is Tough, because it sounds like tough. I guess as long as I don't have a door on my cave, there'll always be turf wars. The fight with the boss jackal lent an entirely new meaning to the phrase domestic violence. So maybe that's a good example of a quarry which gave her trouble as well. Jeez, I guess we know what's happening in the next game. Wait a second, was that like the same sentence? Oh no, it's a different sentence. Then again, in the end they reconciled and she was welcomed into the Jackal tribe as a brother. So maybe it was more like a pair of Yankees having a sunset fist fight on the river bank than a hunter and her prey. There's another sentence, an example of another sentence that I'm just going to park there and just pretend that I understood what they were talking about. Oh, I guess this letter is addressed to a dead guy. And it's from Hatoful Charis, or Hatoful Charis, or Hatoful Chris, I don't know. What do you wish for on Tanabata? He can't even leave the school. Of course. I think we should have him answer himself. Oh, are we going to have like a special guest star? Nagiki, are you here? What? You dragged me down through the floor from the library for this? I was worried to have to call you on the announcer. Is that microphone on? Yup, we're on the air right now. And there he goes. See, these ghosts, they don't like being recorded. That's like one of those, what are they called again? They have like an abbreviation for it, like paranormal event or audio paranormal event or something like that. I don't know. Like, you know, when like people go record, ghost hunters go recording stuff and then they like play the audio back and they hear words and stuff. But apparently Nagiki doesn't go in for that. You're being recorded right now. Please. Fine. It's like, was I telling you about that plotless film White Noise that I saw with Michael Keaton? And that's what that film was all about, but I just couldn't, like, it was just so dumb. Like, it was so badly put together. And it was a shame, because I was looking forward, because I remember hearing about that film back when I was younger and being like, oh, I kind of like to see that film, it looks interesting. And then I turned it on because I randomly had it on DVD. And I turned it on one day and I was just like, I just can't watch this. I just didn't have a clue where they were trying to go with it. Yeah, the letter was asking if you make wishes on Tanabata. That lot of nonsense of cultural heritage. I'd like to know what you wish for too. I don't. Wishes are for superstitious children, like you. Dr. Owamane always makes one. Oh, did you make them when you were younger? Yes, when I was alive, like however many years ago. Nothing special. Things like, I hope my family stays happy. Harmless things like that. I'm always hoping for the same thing. There we go, talking about Ryota again. Are we done here? I'm leaving. Woo! He really cares about his family, folks. I wonder what they're like. They must be all quiet, calm birds like him. No, they're all dead, aren't they? He's an orphan. The next one is... Oh, no. Please, no. It isn't even signed. It's probably been written by Creme Caramel. It's a little long, but I'll try to read it in one go. Okasan. Oh my god, I don't even want to know what's happening here. What is this a description of? Yif, sniff, smells good. Want to yif Okasan's pure white plumage. Wait, no. My heart! Festival Oko-san, so cute! Ah! Oh my god, did he... Oko-san, I'm so glad... I'm so glad the drama CDs are going to be so... No, wait! This can't be! Oh my god, that hurt my throat. The drama CDs are not real. Wait, the games aren't real either? OKOSAN is not REAL? No! Oh my god, what is this? Oh, it's Oko-san quitting? No, Oko-san in my monitor is looking at me. Oko-san is on the blog is looking at me. He's talking to me in the game. Thank Pootie, she smells like a smelly water buffalo. Yay, I have Oko-san, I did it. Could it be done alone? Who's Louise anyway? Ryota, can you just stop reading this? God's sake, deliver my love to Oko-san already. Oh, I felt like I was going to suffocate reading that. You and I both. I swear it hurt my throat doing those noises. And here he is, the man of the hour. Your love has been delivered. Cuckoo. Will you accompany Oko-san on a journey? True pudding awaits. To fight Vader Darth. I think he understands. That's no good. On that note, the last letter is for San as well. From one Ori. Who is Ori? I love Oko-san too much and my heart is turning into a Hato heart. Is it a Hato heart? Is Hato just... Wait, I don't know, I'm not even going to talk about this. Is it easy to... Well, I suppose isn't that like a pun? Isn't Hatoful like a pun on heart, and Hato was something to do with pigeons as well? Isn't it? So I think, my limited knowledge of these things, isn't that a pun in... I can't believe this is one of the last episodes of the 2 LPs. I'm only talking about this now. I want an Oko-san all of my own, to love him and squeeze him and call him George, hold him warm when sleeping. My goal is to have him ride on my shoulder. That just reminds me of that episode of Hoarders I saw where I got completely freaked out because the guy had a parrot on his shoulder for the whole show. And I thought it was a toy, I thought it was a fake parrot, but right at the end I realised that it was actually real. And I could, it was actually real. Bitch, where? The pet shop does not sell them either. Where did Oko-san come from? Is it a mystery? Would you be terribly mind telling me? I think I should start by talking about San's actor. This will get a bit meta. But isn't Oko-san, yeah, I was just gonna say, isn't Oko-san based on the pigeon pet, the pet pigeon that the woman who made the game has? I don't know why I suddenly know that it was a woman who made the game, but I think it was. In reality, he isn't interested in pudding at all. Please don't try to feed a dove pudding. Doves aren't particularly hard to care for. Anyone who's kept a budgie or a sparrow or a flamin' galah should find it pretty easy. A racing bird would be a little more difficult, but for a fantail or Sakuya, a fairly small cage is fine. A rabbit cage works very well. For shame, shooting rabbits with an elephant gun. So there aren't many veterinarians who know how to treat them. Doves are usually very healthy and rarely get sick, but you might want to make sure there's a clinic nearby which will receive them just in case. They're not common in general pet stores, but there's usually a section for doves in places that specialize in birds. Yeah, but don't like people have like pigeons all the time, like racing pigeons and stuff? Like I know, like a friend of mine had a pet pigeon. Like up until recently, he died, but they'd had him for years. So like I don't get why it's talking about pigeons as if they're such an unusual creature. Thank you all for sending us letters. Oh, is that it? That's the end of that? Okay. Well, that was really interesting. I quite like that. I really like these. I know we've been going for like 13 minutes already, but what I think I'll do is since there are 6 of them, I think I'll do like longish videos and do 2 in each one. I think that'd be like appropriate. What do you think? Because I think that'd make more sense, would it? But no, here's like my thought process. This is the thing with a blind LP. I don't even know how long each of these are going to be. Some of them might be shorter. Let's just go ahead and find out. It's the how and why of St. Pigeonation's question box. Come on down, everybody. This is Kawara Ryota from The Price is Right. It's time for the second round of the Question Corner. Independent programs like this don't have to worry about viewer numbers, so we can take it easy. We can relax, take it easy. I can't hear that song ever again, like that Mika song, without thinking of that part in What a Wum, in Word of World Mine, where Timothy is like dancing in the kitchen. And I remember Melissa and I watching that and like going like, oh my god, that's like exactly like it went like. Because if I'm cooking or whatever, I will kind of like dance around a little bit, like just for fun. It just makes it like really enjoyable. So it just reminded me of that. This episode will mostly be spoiler free as well. Spoilers for the bubble, well, the Invisibubble will probably start showing up in the second half, I should think. At any rate, everyone can listen to this without worrying. Let's start looking at letters. Would you like to read more letters? And strange Animal Crossing reference. This time there are 3 for me. First off, one from an anonymous individual. You look very good in girls' clothes, but how do you feel about cross-dressing? Is getting paid just an excuse? How do I feel? I'm not sure. I only ever cross-dress at work, after all. It would be sort of like if I worked at a convenience store and put some sort of emotional weight into the act of wearing an apron or something. It would be very strange. And as for it being an excuse, well, that seems odd too. It's just a normal part of life to me. Yeah, you go, Ryota. Just do what you want and fuck whoever sends in strange letters asking about it. This one is from Arreco. I don't know why all of them suddenly talk like, well, all of their names have to be pronounced like they're in Pikmin 3 all of a sudden. I want to have Coolene be my... Who is Coolene? There is a time limit, but you can ask for me anytime you're at the cafe. Oh, is Coolene like Ryota's maid alter ego? Obviously, okay. I'll be waiting. And that was the third from Coolene Sexual. Oh my god. I wonder if that's the person who comes by every Friday and tries to feel him up or something. To Coolene, you are always so cute. What kind of clothes do you like? You can tell me, right? I'd like to see you in more than a maid and Miko clothes too. I thought he was going to say, I'd like to see you in less than a maid and Miko clothes. Come again soon, master. Oh my god. How strange. So someone has like a Ryota dominatrix fantasy out there. Great to know. I don't usually do this outside the cafe, but I had them get me a sailor uniform for this, so I'll be back in a minute. Oh my god, are you for real? Oh, how cute! I tried making bento. Will you eat with me? This is the first time I've worn a sailor uniform, actually. No one can see that because you're on the radio. It's a little drafty for this time of the year. Maybe if you wore some panties, it wouldn't matter. The next one is for Dr. Iwamane. Let's see if I can get him in here. Well, he's probably involved in some bloody sacrifice or something. What is it? Another stomach ache? Was last time's dose not enough? I do have something a little more powerful, with a 42% chance of painful death as a side effect. Oh, what? That's too much of a mortality rate. I'm not in enough of a hurry to play Russian roulette, you know. And don't go changing the background music like that. Yeah, this is my radio show. God damn it. This is the question corner, Doctor. There's a letter for you, and may I read it out to you? What foolishness this is. Very well. We shall discuss the compensation later, of course. But I would like your immortal soul, and Mom's soul, and Dad's soul, and anyone else's soul. It's from someone named Yuya, whoever that is, and was sent on December 6th. It's the ghost of Yuya writing from beyond the grave. Ryosha's birthday is the 3rd, right? Happy birthday. Are you oh, I thought it was him saying happy birthday to himself. And the doctor's is the 12th, so happy birthday to him too. Thank you, Yuya. This person... What do you mean, this person? You know who it is. Everyone knows who Yuya is. May I ask you a favour? My birthday is the 7th. Could you celebrate for me? Just one congratulation... Oh no, that's Yuya talking. Just one congratulation from you would be better than Christmas and New Year's cards combined. Another December child. Happy birthday, Yuya. That reminds me of... Oh my god. That video that I was talking about one time in some other LP. It might have been this one, actually. About like that guy sitting next to the Windows XP monitor going, congratulations, congratulations. His name is Big Man Tyrone, and he has these videos where like in every month he'll say like happy birthday to everyone who has their birthday in that month, and he'll be like, this video goes out to all the July babies. You share your birthday with such celebrities as Whoopi Goldberg, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Danny DeVito. I have heard that July babies are blah blah blah, and then he lists off like some traits about July babies, and he's like, so happy birthday to all you July babies in the month of July. And that's what this is like. It's like Ryosha's like, happy birthday December babies. You share your birthday with such celebrities as Ryota and Dr. Awamane and Sakazaki Yuya. Congratulations. Da 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 da. Is it merely another year in their life? Just to get off that tangent right now. It was like a whole minute of insanity. Not that I had expected much from you anyway. I'm sorry, Yuya. I'll congratulate you for the doctor as well. Happy birthday! Congratulations! We don't need you. Get out of here. I feel like something else just got slipped in here. It's a familiar feeling. Anyway, happy birthday. I hope you have a good year. Perhaps you have a change of heart and decide you would like to have your limbs and organs replaced. Do let me know. Or they could do to him like what they did to that guy in American Horror Story Freak Show at the end. No, I'm not going to like spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. Don't even joke about that sort of thing. Seeing as the doctor is here, I'll read a few more of these. This one is a question from the doctor from Just Pudding. Do you have a CCOM alarm in the infirmary? Do you, doctor? No, I do not make the habit of relying on such establishments. I simply do not leave anything in there which will be troubling. Or he just doesn't care. It's like, what are you doing here, Squidward? Use Gullguard, easy and safe. I think not, Mr. Gullguard. The doctor doesn't seem interested, and that's where I hide. Pardon me, then. Please do call if you change your mind. Are there any other Squidwards around here I should know about? He left his business card even though we didn't ask for it. I didn't have any use for it. What about you, Doctor? Likewise. Oh, wait, I forgot he doesn't move his lips like John Travolta in American Crime Story. Time for the last one. This is from Helplessly in Love to you. I am helplessly in love with the round, adorable Chukar partridges. Do all Chukar... the evolution of the Chukar have the doctor's suspiciously fluffy face. That's an old one, that evolution of the vulture thing. I haven't said that in a long time. What do you think, Doctor? A foolish question. I was visiting in town for the first time. The first man I met had a round face. Does everyone in that town have a round face? Or something like that? It's from someone outside the school, so maybe you could answer less aggressively. Or maybe not. Maybe these people need to be taken down a peg or two. Aggressive? Whatever do you mean? There's no species of bird without individual differences. This is hard. Yeah, Ryota, maybe you should go back to your life of just going and satisfying strange people's desires. I suppose the doctor is right. There are differences between individuals. Maybe the best way to see it would be to go to the avian zoo in Kakegawa or Kobe. Chukar, the evolution of the chukar. Partridge's eyes aren't completely round, so they do look a little bit lethargic or maybe suspicious. Also, when they hold their heads out, their necks are surprisingly thin. They can look very vulnerable when they're taking dust baths, too. Do you take dust baths, Doctor? No, he takes blood baths, is what he does. Dust breathing is a behavior which removes the way of removing parasites from the body. Our lifestyles have progressed such that we no longer need to come in contact with parasites, and so we no longer need it. You must do it every once in a while then. A defenseless dust bathing, Dr. Awamine. What a fantastic idea, if only because of how hard it is to a man. Ryota, just end it. Just end it right now. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. I know. Yes, I know. Is that enough? I believe the material from the essential experiment will be ready soon, and I'll squeak when it's ready. Yes, we're done. Yes, we're done. Sorry for holding you up. This is so strange. What a strange video. Why is every birdie so uncooperative? Maybe you're just a bad host, Ryota. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you're not cut out to be Durnsville's worst wedding DJ. Maybe next time I should get him a present or something to butter him up beforehand. That's all, folks. Thank you for all the letters. Would you like to send more letters? Okay, well... yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do like 2 parts per video, because they seem to be like about 12 minutes long, so we'll get like 20 to 24 minute videos, 20 to 25 minute videos, so... in the next part we'll head on to the special talk show, or whatever that's about. Is it going to be the special entertainment, like that drunk clown and that donkey, and they get zapped into oblivion? Anyway... thanks a million for watching this part of Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Stir with me, RockPaperMario, and I'll see you next time for the special entertainment. Bye now.